once is never enough for a girl like me. All right, Have a Drink on Me guitar solo. It's fast and furious, got some Chuck Berry-esque elements in it. I actually rolled my tone off quite a bit for this. I'm down at like 3 or 4 on my tone. It's a darker recording. I know they used a couple different amps and settings on Back in Black, and obviously it's one of the darker ones. So let's start off. We're going to do this little run here. It goes like this. That's sort of the opening little riff. We start on the 5 on the B here, and we just hit it with a little vibrato. And then we come to 3 and we hit it and pull off. And then we come to 2 on the G and we hit it and pull off. And then come back and hit it again. So in slow motion, that's. And then we do this. We do 2 on the G, and we are going to bend it up to 4, 3 on the B, and then back to the G, which we're still holding bent. Pull it down and pull off, and come to 2 on the D. So that's. So that's. Okay, and then we're going to, and you kind of bend that, you bend that G, or you give that D a little vibrato. Now we have this little run that goes like this. That's 2 on the G, bend up to 4. And then 2 open E's, high E's, and those go together like that. Then 3 on the B, pull off, hit 3 on the B, and then pull off, and then 3 on the B, pull off again. So that's like that. Then we got 2 on the G, 2 on the, or open on the B, then 2 on the G again, pull off, and then 2 on the D, and kind of hold it a little bit. All right, so in slow motion, or in regular speed first, it's, and then in slower motion, it's, oops. Okay. All right, and you kind of hold this a little bit because we're going to transition now. Now we're going to play this run, which goes. Okay. And that is 7 on the D, slide to 9, and then 7 on the G, and we're going to hit that 3 times. So that's. And then 9 on the D to 11, slide. And then 9 on the G. And then 11 on the G. And then pull off. So that's. Okay. All right, now we're going to play this little run. Okay, and that's 11 on the G, bend up to 13. And then come in and hit high E on 12. And we're going to do that 7 times in a row. And then on the 7th one, we're going to, for the 8th one, we're going to double bend like this. And we're going to hold that for a little bit. And then we're going to hit the G and drop it down. So that's... Okay. The only thing I can say about this section is timing-wise, you want to be striking the high E and the G together. Like that. Right? Then we're going to play this little run that goes... And that's 9 on the G, and then 12 on the G, and then 11 on the G, pull off to 9 on the G. Okay, so and then it's 10 on the D, and then 2 hits on the 9 on the G, and then slide down to 6, hit it, slide back up to 9, hit it, and then slide up to 12 and hit it and hold it for a little bit. And this is sort of bluesy, so it'll be 9 on the 12, then 14 on the D, and then you come back and you hit 9 or 12 on the G and B, and then 14 on the D, the little bend. So that's, so this little section is like that. Now we have this little section that goes like this. All right, and what this is it's 4 to 5 on the B, and then you kind of sweep pick down and hit the open E, like that, and then you come back up and hit the E a second time. And you do that 6 times. But on the 6th one, you only play this part. You don't come back up. So 5 full ones. And then on the 6th one, just down. Then you come up to 7 on the B, and you hit it, and bend it up to 9-ish. And this is a slower bend. The first time, so it's a little bit slower bend. And then you come in and you hit 9 on the E, and you do this 5 times. Okay, so that's six of these, and then 5 of these. Okay, and then you're going to play this. And what this is it's 5 on the E, 8 on the B, 7 on the B, 5 on the B, 7 on the G, and then 5 on the B twice. And the second one, you finish it with a little vibrato. Okay? And I should mention, just in general, in this solo, every time you're moving from one little section to another, you either hang the note, meaning just sort of play it and let it hang there for a sec, or you give it a little vibrato that says I'm going to move. So now we're moving to this section, and we're going to play this little run that goes like this. Okay, and what that is it's 14 on the G, bend up, 14 on the G, bend up to 16. That's the overbend. And then you come down and you hit 15 on the B, and then 14 on the G, and you bend it up. And then you let it come down. So that's like that. And then you let it come down, and then you do 2 quick hits of 14 being bent up to 16 and hitting 15, so like that. So it's, and then you you strike 14 and pull it off and hit 14 on the D. So that in total it's so far. I should probably play that slow. So it's and then you come down and you hit 12, you hit G and B. And then you followed up with just 12 on the G by itself 3 times. And that's how this section finishes. So this whole section is played in slow motion like this. And in fast or regular motion, it's okay. All right, so now we're on to this section, and what this is it's 15 on the high E, and you kind of bend it a little and hold it, and then it's 17 on the B, pull off to 15 on the B, 16 on the G, and you come back to 15 on the B and give it a little vibrato. Like that. Now we're on to the last little section. And what this is it's a 12 to 14 slide on the D, 12 on the G, 14 on the G, bend up to 16, then bring it down, 15 on the B and 14 on the G together, then bend the G up to 16, and then come down, and then 2 more 14 to 16s. And then a slide off. And that's it. That's the solo. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. All right, so that's that little section. I should probably do it one more time since I screwed it up. Whatever.